What should I do in the 24 hours before my immigration interview? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. My wife, kick-ass immigration lawyer Amani Ragab Hacking, is on her way down to USCIS right now. And yesterday I asked her, hey, what do you have going on tomorrow? And she said she had an interview. And that made me think, boy, what a great video would be if we could show people what they need to do in the 24 hours before their immigration interview. This might be a green card interview. It might be a naturalization interview, but there's sort of a rhythm that we follow in the office and that we suggest that our clients follow. And I wanted to make a video to talk you through what you need to be thinking about and what you should be doing in the 24 hours before your interview. Let's assume that your interview is tomorrow and that it's at 9 a.m. So here we are the day before your interview and it's 9 a.m. Here's what I want you to do first. I want you to pull out your immigration file. Now, you should have kept a copy of everything that you submitted to USCIS. You do not want to be going to USCIS without a copy of what you filed. If you do that, then you're going in there empty-handed and you don't have the same information that the officer has in front of you. So hopefully you've kept a copy of anything that you submitted to USCIS. And at 9 o'clock the day before your interview, you're going to set it on a table and you're going to read through the entire submission. You're going to read each and every page, you're going to see what you submitted, and you're going to familiarize yourself with what you told USCIS about your case. The next thing you're going to do is to make sure that you have an original and extra copies of anything you want to give to USCIS at the interview. So hopefully, if it's a marriage-based case, you're bringing evidence that you're still married. You're going to show greater and greater amounts of marital evidence. Can be leases, can be bank statements, it can be all of the evidence that you can download at hackinglawpractice.com/marital-evidence. You can download our list there, and I want you to bring lots of evidence to the interview. You should have one copy for you and one copy for the officer. You don't want to be handing them originals. You don't want to be asking them to make copies at your interview because they won't do it. So you should have a full set of your documents that you want to give, the new evidence. So that's around 11 o'clock. You've reviewed your file, and now it's 11 o'clock, and you're going to review the file again. But this time you're going to do it a little bit differently. This time what you're going to do is you're going to review it with a friend or a partner or a loved one, and they're going to ask you the questions out loud. Because here's the thing, you may review your file many times in written form, but it's a very different thing to hear the questions asked out loud. It's somewhat startling when someone asks you whether you've ever been a prostitute or a habitual drunkard or a drug dealer or a terrorist. It's weird to hear those questions out loud, and you need to get experienced and used to hearing the questions out loud. And what I want you to practice during your lunch the day before your interview is having your loved one ask you those questions 2 or 3 times each. I would go through the entire application 2 or 3 times with your loved one. If it's an I-130 and a 485, they should ask you the background questions on the I-130. They should ask you all the questions on the 485. So there are now 20 pages worth of questions on the I-485, which is the green card application. You need to be able to understand those questions and to be able to respond to those questions. And in the afternoon, I want you to practice listening, pausing, and then giving a short answer. Listening to the question, pausing before answering, and then giving a short, concise, small answer, hopefully a yes or no. That's what you're doing in the afternoon. You're listening to those questions, you're pausing, you're waiting for a beat or two to go by, and then you're going to go ahead and give an answer, hopefully a yes or a no. As we go through the afternoon, I want you to get some exercise. I want you to go outside and walk around. If you're not into exercise, at least take a walk around the neighborhood, clear your head, and get ready for some more questions. I would ask that loved one one more time before dinner to go over your application. At that point, right before dinner, I want you to pack everything up and put it in your car. However you're getting there tomorrow, I want you it all packed up and I want you ready to go. I don't want you to be scrambling for your green card or your passport at 7:30 the next morning. I want you to do it all the day before. And I want you to put it all in your car so that it's easily accessible the next day and so that you're not scrambling. Have a nice dinner, nothing too heavy. No alcohol the night before your interview. Stay dry, stay smart, stay clear-headed. We want you well rested. And speaking of well rested, I want you to enjoy your evening. Watch a show, read a book, play with your kids, do something that brings you joy. Don't be looking at your application anymore the night before. I want you to get a good night's rest. Lay down early, no electronics, and get a good night's sleep. When you wake up in the morning, take a shower, get dressed, dress up a little bit, take it seriously. The more you take it seriously, the more the officer is going to take it seriously. You want to look nice, you want to look professional. Go in early, you don't want to be late. Get there before the interview starts by at least an hour. So if the interview's at 9 o'clock, you want to be parked and ready to walk into the immigration building an hour before. Some offices won't let you in right away, but that's okay. You're going to be first in line. You're going to be ready to go as soon as you have the opportunity. You're going to go through security, and you're going to go into the immigration office, and you're going to tell the officer that you're there, give them your interview notice, and then you sit back and relax until the interview. I would suggest not bringing any children unless they're part of the application, and I would suggest leaving them at home with a babysitter. You want to be clear-headed and focused. You don't want to be distracted. If your spouse is there and this is a marriage-based case, you have to be ready to be separated. So that's a good reason why it's good for both of you to go over those applications together. And then sit back and get ready for the interview. And if you follow these tips and all the other tips that we have on our other videos about the interview itself, then you're going to do great. You might want to check out our interview videos. We've had several videos that we've made about the actual interview itself. This video is just about what you're supposed to do ahead of time. So we hope you found it helpful. We hope you go in there and kick ass, get your immigration benefit, and that you win the day. Good luck to you. And if you have any questions or need our help, give us a call, 314-961-8200. You can email us, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. Be sure to join us in our Facebook group. It's a great group where people are talking about immigration every single day. We also have our YouTube channel with over 1,000 videos where we're answering different video questions every single day. And we also have our weekly shows that we do, the Immigration Answer Show. We usually do that Monday through Thursday. And if you want to check that out, subscribe to the YouTube channel or join us in the Immigrant Home Facebook group. Thanks a lot and have a great day.